Morning, dear students. I hope you are okay by the grace of the Almighty. And you know, Corona pandemic all over the world, the situation is becoming worse day by day. So I request you earnestly to follow health rules, maintain health rules, use hand sanitizer, use mask and other materials necessary to secure you. And you know, prevention is better than cure. So it is your duty, it is our duty to remain safe and secure. Okay, today our topic is punctuation marks, and you know, and we hope from the coming March 30, there is a schedule declared by the government that we are meeting face to face in the classroom. And really we are waiting, eagerly waiting for that moment. And I believe we shall be very happy, because nearly for 1 year we are out of the classroom. Not for 1 year, not nearly, it is already past 1 year. We are out of face to face classroom. But don't worry, life is very valuable. You should consider it seriously. Life is more important than your academic life or your degrees. Today our topic is, and you know, your syllabus, it is shortened by the NCTB, and this part is punctuation mark. There is item. What is punctuation? You know, as we have discussed it in your classroom previously. You know, in our practical life, whenever we deliver speech in a program, or whenever we do something orally, or even in written form, we need to stop. As for example, I am speaking, or you are a speaker, you are a guest, or you are a teacher, or you are a lecturer, you are a professor, or any other person, or in your office, you have to meet with your colleagues, because it is your duty to conduct seminar, conduct other duties. So you cannot talk non-stop, and there are different meanings, there are different emotions, and for this reason, for successful communication, what is the purpose of language? What is the purpose of language? The purpose of language is to communicate your ideas with your friends, with your colleagues, or with anybody else, with the stakeholders. So how can you communicate successfully? How can you communicate successfully? And that is, if your partners, if the listeners can understand your words, if they can get the message intended by you, only then your communication is successful. Otherwise, you are just one-way traffic. It has no meaning at all. Because you are giving lectures days after days, years after years, or writing pages after pages, but nobody understands what is the meaning. It is simply meaningless. So I request you to follow my lecture, and that is punctuation marks. There are some symbols. There are some symbols. It is universal symbols followed by millions of people of the educated world for successful communication, maybe oral or written. Suppose, look at the board. If I write, just write, how are you? There are three words, but have you got any message from these words? Have you got any message from these words? Certainly not, because how are you? Just three words, it expresses nothing. But if I put it, just look here, if I put this symbol, just if I put this symbol, how are you? Then it means that I am asking you about your condition. either physical or mental or otherwise. And so you can answer, yes, you can answer how? I am okay. And if I put a full stop, I am okay. So this is the meaning of punctuation. And punctuation, these are the symbols. These symbols are called punctuation marks. Punctuation marks. Here is the punctuation. This one, sign of interrogation, full stop or period, and these are called punctuation marks. So there are different emotions, I told you earlier, that is, in our life we have happy events, we have sorrowful events, we have great expectations, we have depressions, and we have other emotions. Sometimes we are very happy, we cannot express it, we are beyond words, because our mind becomes filled with emotions. Sometimes we shout, sometimes we cry, sometimes we become still, perfect still, no sound at all. Tranquility, you know. So, for these emotions, for these reasons, we need this kind of punctuations. Just if you follow here, just look here, just few symbols, just follow me. Full stop. What is this? Full stop. What is this? Sorry, it is better. Hyphen. Bracket. Sign off. Sign of interrogation. Sign off. Sign of explanation. Inverted or inverted commas or quotation marks. Just if you look this way, it is full stop. When we use full stop is used after expressing a complete sense, a full sentence. I am a student. My neighbor is a good person. So these sentences are expressing full sense, statement. So we should use, or we use full stop after a statement. Okay? Then comma, short, it connects, comma connects. This one connects, and that is different ideas. It connects different ideas. People of Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Bhutan and Sri Lanka are neighbors. So these commas, we use one comma after one word. But remember, before the last word you should not use comma. Before the last word you should use and. So it connects. I like mango, comma, apples, comma, banana, comma, jackfruits and pineapple. Okay? So, come. Then come to the point hyphen. Hyphen. It is used in combined words. Two words connected by this and it makes new sense. Father, you know father, what is the meaning of father, you know? And if you write father-in-law, just if you write this one, father-in-law, if you write, look here, father-in-law. This is another meaning. Father-in-law. So this one, it has different meaning. Basic word was father. But if after using this hyphen in another hyphen after that law, it has different meaning. So this kind of situation, in this situation we use hyphen. Just remember it. Then bracket. We use it to express something extra, to express something new, to express something extra, to express something new. Suppose he is a good man. Within brackets, if you write, never takes bribes. So this is the extra information. He is sincere, honest and punctual. And if you write within bracket, courageous also. So this also gives extra meaning, extra information. Okay? Bracket. Then come to the point, this one, sign of interrogation. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler to suffer in the mind the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to raise hands against a sea of troubles. Famous soliloquy of Hamlet, William Shakespeare. You know, famous drama, universally famous tragedy, Hamlet, and it is written by William Shakespeare, and Hamlet is the hero of the drama also, this tragic drama. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler to suffer in the mind the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to raise hands against a sea of troubles. Which is better? I am going to die, you are to live. Only God knows which is better. These kind of things, we have lot of emotions, lot of feelings, philosophical matters. So we use this. What is the name? Very simple English. What is the name? What's your profession? How old are you? How old are you? Very simple question. Sign of interrogation. Interrogation, sign of interrogation. And there is a tragedy that we use this kind of symbols. We use this kind of symbols, but we never, most of us do not know their full name. It is a tragedy, I think. Okay, this one sign of exclamation. We become very sad sometimes and we become very happy sometimes. So during this situation, we cannot control us. We become highly emotional. We become highly emotional and we become highly sensitive. And then we express, we shout, we cry, and what a fool you are. What a fool you are. How dangerous the matter is. So this kind of situation, what a tragedy. Oh God, he is no more. So this kind of situation, after completing our sense, we use this sign. This sign, simple sign, expresses our deepest sense of our heart. And this is the meaning. And this meaning is highly essential, highly satisfactory to express you. Otherwise, if you say everything and don't use this symbol, you will never be able to express your meaning. Okay? Then this is one inverted commas or quotation marks. And you will see that sometimes it is single, sometimes it is double. When this is one, not two, it is called inverted comma or quotation mark. Whenever it is two, like this, whenever it is two, then it is called inverted commas. Inverted commas. Remember it. So when you use it, life is a tale told by an idiot. Frailty, thy name is woman. 40,000, I love Ophelia. I love Ophelia. 40,000 brothers cannot sum my love. All these are declared by Hamlet. You know the story, Hamlet Ophelia? You know the story of Hamlet Ophelia? Hamlet loves Ophelia. Hamlet loves Ophelia. But Ophelia dies. Suddenly, Hamlet becomes crazy. Hamlet becomes mad for shock. Ophelia's guardians are making preparation to rest her in soil. And whenever the gravedigger is digging the grave for Ophelia, Hamlet falls down in the ground and says these words, I love Ophelia. 40,000 brothers like you cannot equal my sum. So, these quotation marks, pieces of anybody, when you use it, you must put it within quotation marks because it is not your words. These words are borrowed by you. You have used it. You have used these words. You have used these words. And whenever a reader or a writer, whenever a reader sees these marks, he suddenly, instantly understands that these words are not your own. It is heard. It is uttered by somebody else. So, and I think these are the most important. Full stop. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this is the most. And in the exam, for his quotation mark, for the correction of his quotation mark, you have half mark. So don't worry. Somebody says that if I do wrong in one place, and what will be the matter? It does not. I think it does not. Because if you do wrong in one place, only that point will be deducted from your 4 marks. Don't worry for that. And that is another thing. It is a grammatical item, and you know grammatical items are like mathematical marks. And in your syllabus, in your second year syllabus, I think, and for your SSC or anywhere else in your grammar syllabus, I think this is the most flexible, most interesting, and most easiest, I think, I should say, topic it is. And it is not so difficult. It is not so difficult to use these symbols. But one thing is very essential, that is, if you don't understand the meaning of the words, then how will you use these symbols? So, you must learn vocabulary. You must learn English words. And for this, I tell you now, and I told you earlier several times, learn vocabulary. Build up your vocabulary. Enrich your vocabulary. And only then you will understand the meaning. Because without understand the meaning of words, without understanding the meaning of words, it is not really possible for you to use these symbols. And never mind that repeated trying, never forget that repeated trying will make you successful. And don't worry, don't be upset. And for your repetition, I say, that is, start from full stop, comma, hyphen, brackets, sign of interrogation, sign of exclamation, inverted commas or quotation marks, and these symbols are mostly used in your everyday life, also. Another thing, that is to enrich your vocabulary. You have asked me several times, and it is your common concern, that how can we build up our vocabulary. And I say you that for this purpose, for this, just read English words. English newspaper, at least you can collect English newspaper. At least one newspaper in a month. It is not so costly. 10 taka for a month for the development of your English. You are using hundreds of money for nothing, almost for nothing, because you are using for Facebook activities. And all those activities, most of those activities are not related with your English learning or with your learning purposes. You are just spoiling your time, costing and using your time. So I tell you, collect one English newspaper a month, follow it, read it, and you will find that it is not so difficult, not so tough to identify English words. And another thing, that is, even if your textbook, NCTV, your textbook, read the lessons mindfully, read the lessons carefully, and you will find it that, and you will have a meaning. You will have the word meanings, and if you follow these words, your lessons, and you will ultimately develop your vocabulary. And another thing, that is, to understand your English, to understand the passage, you need not to understand all the words together, because you need a sense, associated meaning, direct meaning, direct meaning and associated meaning. So for your demonstration, for your understanding, you need also associated meaning. Suppose in a sentence, big sentence, you know almost all the words. You don't understand 2 or 3 words, but it does not matter. Just follow before and after words. Just follow before and after words, and you will understand the meaning. And it is called gauging. What is this? It is called gauging. G-U-E-S-S, gauging. G-U-E-S, gauging. It is very important for your understanding. This is very important for your understanding. So, this is the reality, and this is the system of learning. This is the system of learning, and write and cut. Write and cut, I mean, if you write one day and think that it is okay, you need not practice more. No, you must practice. You must practice several times, because practicing only one time, it is nothing. you must practice one time, several times, not one time. And ultimately, you will become successful. And another thing that is, in your exam hall, you have a mistake. You must underline the words. You must underline the words when correction is done, because otherwise it is very difficult for the examiners. Otherwise it will be very difficult for your examiners to identify it. And so I request you to underline the words. If you underline, it will help your examiner. Okay? And I tell you again and again, just read it and don't worry. Don't worry. I think you will be successful, and I do believe that we are going to meet you at the end of this month if the situation is okay. But don't be upset, don't get frustrated, use health rules and you will come around together and we shall be in the classroom again. So I hope stay safe, stay secure. Thank you.